Nevada has always been a critical battleground state, and as the 2024 presidential election approaches, it's once again proving to be one of the most unpredictable. This time, the race between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump is neck and neck, and recent polling reveals some surprising trends. But what do these numbers really mean for the candidates, and how might they shape the outcome of one of the most closely watched elections in recent history? Let's start by looking at the national landscape and how it connects to Nevada. Nationally, Harris holds a slight edge over Trump in many polls. For instance, in a morning consult poll conducted from September 8 to 17, Harris leads Trump by 4 points, 51% to 47%. This may sound like a comfortable margin, but it's important to remember that national polls can often mask the complexities of swing states like Nevada. Nevada has a way of defying national trends, and right now, it's anyone's guess how the state will ultimately vote. In fact, the polling out of Nevada is much tighter. The Emerson College poll conducted from September 14 to 17, for example, shows the race in Nevada tied at 49% for both Harris and Trump. This is significant because it demonstrates that even though Harris may have a small national lead, Nevada remains deeply divided. The state's diverse electorate, which includes large Latino and working-class populations, has historically been difficult to predict, and this election is no different. But it's not just Emerson showing a close race. The Trafalgar Group, a Republican pollster, conducted a poll from September 10th to 12, which shows Harris with a 1-point lead over Trump, 45% to 44%. This tiny margin should set off alarm bells for both campaigns. Nevada has been a blue state in recent elections, voting for Joe Biden in 2020 and Hillary Clinton in 2016, but Trump's support remains strong, particularly in rural areas and among certain segments of independent voters. So, what's causing this razor-thin race in Nevada? Could it be Harris's debate performance? In the weeks following the first debate, we've seen her numbers fluctuate. Nationally, she's generally considered to have outperformed Trump in the debate, with 67% of voters in a New York Times or Siena poll saying she did well, compared to only 40% for Trump. However, debates alone are rarely enough to sway an entire state, and it's clear that the voters in Nevada are grappling with bigger issues. Let's take a closer look at the specific concerns of Nevada voters. Nevada is a state that was hit particularly hard by the COVID-19 pandemic, especially its tourism and service industries. Economic recovery has been slow, and both candidates are pushing different visions for how to rebuild. Trump continues to emphasize deregulation and tax cuts, which resonate with the state's business community, while Harris is focusing on expanding healthcare access and increasing federal support for workers, an appeal to Nevada's large union presence. One of the more fascinating polls to emerge recently is from Redfield and Wilton Strategies, conducted from September 5th to 8. According to this poll, Trump is actually leading Harris by 1 point, 46% to 45%. This is particularly surprising given Nevada's Democratic lean in recent elections. What does this say about the shifting dynamics in the state? In contrast, another morning consult poll, conducted from August 29 to September 7th, shows the race dead even, with both candidates at 48%. This poll, too, underscores the unpredictability of Nevada. Both candidates have managed to galvanize their bases, but the key to victory will be winning over the undecided voters and independents. And let's not forget, Nevada has a strong history of third-party voting. When we look at the broader trends across different polls, a clear pattern emerges. While Harris may have a slight edge nationally, Nevada is in play. In a YouGov poll conducted from August 22 to September 6th, Harris holds a 3-point lead nationally, 49% to 46%. But again, Nevada is not following the national script. The state's voters are far more divided, and even slight changes in turnout could have dramatic effects on the outcome. Consider the poll from Patriot Polling, conducted from August 31 to September 2nd, which shows the race tied at 47% each. This poll further illustrates that Nevada is truly a toss-up. Trump's appeal to disaffected working-class voters, especially in rural areas and smaller towns, cannot be underestimated. At the same time, Harris is counting on strong turnout in urban centers like Las Vegas and Reno, where Democratic support has been strong in past elections. But this isn't just a two-candidate race. Nevada's voters have shown time and time again that they are willing to support third-party candidates, and in a race this close, even a few percentage points for a third-party contender could dramatically alter the final result. As of now, polling shows a significant portion of Nevada's voters remain undecided or open to third-party options, and both campaigns are working hard to win them over. The latest CNN SSRS poll, conducted from August 22 to 28, shows Harris with a slim 1-point lead over Trump, 48% to 47%. This tiny margin is yet another indicator of how competitive Nevada will be. Both campaigns know that Nevada is crucial to their path to the White House, and they are pouring resources into the state. In addition to the state's economic concerns, there's also the question of healthcare. Harris has made healthcare a cornerstone of her campaign, promising to expand access and lower costs. This is a message that resonates with many voters, particularly in Nevada, where the healthcare system has struggled to meet the needs of its growing population. But Trump's focus on deregulation and reducing government intervention in healthcare has its own appeal, especially among voters who are skeptical of government-run programs. As we approach the final stretch of the campaign, Nevada remains one of the most critical battlegrounds. With polls showing a tied or nearly tied race, both Harris and Trump will need to make strategic decisions about where to focus their efforts. Nevada has defied expectations in the past, and it may do so again in 2024. So, as we look toward November, the question remains, who will win Nevada? If you found this breakdown helpful and want to stay updated on the latest polling trends and election news, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you think will happen in Nevada? We'd love to hear your predictions.